What's up, everybody? Welcome to 3D Rivals, your first line of defense against stupid movies. My name is DJ, and as always, I am joined by my co-host, my sister, Dallas, and my brother, Derek.
What's up, everybody?
And my friend, Dan.
Hey, what's up, y'all?
All right, yep, Dan is here, apparently. So this weekend, this past Saturday, it was Batman Day. So they were celebrating all things Batman, and we decided to do the same by watching the original Batman movie. So the first, not counting the 60s TV show, they made a movie off of that, but this is the first movie of Batman to come out. Came out in 1989, which was a great year because 50% of 3D Rivals was born in 1989. So,
bro.
So, this movie starring Michael Keaton and Jack Nicholson, in my opinion, was a good movie. Yeah. I'm gonna get into.
Yeah, I think we all agree on that one.
Yeah, I'm gonna get into what I like and dislike about the movie. First thing I noticed was the music, like that Batman score. So much nostalgia for that because they used the same score for the animated series, and like just that beginning credits thing, which they don't do for movies anymore.
No, but it was actually something that Tim Burton wanted to do. Like he said, like opening up, he wanted to automatically set the tone. So it was opening up, and you're like traveling along the Batman logo.
Yeah.
Plus with that score, which is just amazing, and it's just, I feel like it just, even not even that, like the look of Gotham. Like Gotham has its own feel and look. It's kind of like edgy and gothic and
always night.
And it's always night. Like I feel like the sun doesn't exist in Gotham, but I think it kind of gives, like, Gotham is kind of like a depressed city. It's like, you know, kind of like a down on its luck. It's just, there's crime and people are poor and all of that. And I think it really captures that. Not only that, is like, I feel like no other movie has hit that either.
Yeah.
So I think like
you're number one in crime.
Yeah. So I think for a movie that came out, 30 something years ago, it kind of set the standard that's the other movies tried to emulate, but it hasn't really yet.
Yeah. Well, we haven't gotten a standalone Batman movie for a while, since what, 2012 was it?
Is that when The Dark Knight came out? No, that's not
Dark Knight Rises.
Where Batman Begins?
No,
Batman Begins.
No, Dark Knight was 2008.
So Dark Knight Rises.
So Batman Begins was
maybe
it was
2005.
2020.
I don't know.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's been a while. So the Batman movie coming out is going to be the first one in a long time that was standalone Batman movie. So we'll see how that goes. See if they capture that Gotham feel that you were talking about. But
you were correct. It was 2005 for Batman Begins.
Okay, cool. The Danny Elfman score on this is so iconic. Like, that is Batman's theme now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's become that, and it should always be that, and every movie should use that.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, the Batman, I don't know, pay homage to this score or something. Like, I want to hear it.
Yeah.
Even if it's like the last few beats of the score and it's like dun, 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 and I'll be like, all right, good, thank you. But
why change it though? I don't understand why you would change it. Like, why do you feel like there's a need to change? It wasn't broken. Why fix it?
Yeah.
I don't get where that came from.
Yeah, every composer is going to want his own.
You do have a man
thing on it anyway.
Yeah, but
Batman.
none of them has hit how this one hit.
True.
No. Nah.
A few other things I liked about this movie. One, Jack Nicholson is always a win in a movie. Like, I feel like he brought it to this part, and yeah, he definitely seemed like he was having fun with being the Joker throughout this movie.
Yeah.
So like this, he's one of the best Jokers, hands down.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Even though at times it's like just Jack Nicholson being Jack Nicholson, which is okay.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, but I felt like he was just like having the time of his life doing this part.
I feel like even he said like he really enjoyed playing the Joker.
Yeah.
So I think you could tell like he's having fun.
Like, he had that scene where he's, like, grabbing the guy's shoulder and he's like, and Bob, you're my number one guy.
Right then, Bob should have known he was a dead man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it's the same thing Grissom said to him.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I was like, yep, that was the same thing Grissom said.
Yeah. The reveal of the Joker, I thought was pretty interesting. Like, not in the plastic surgery, but when he killed Grissom.
Oh,
And
when
they
he
had
just
him
walked
in the
through.
shadow and stuff. I was like, I thought that was done really well.
Yeah.
I thought that was pretty good.
Yeah.
You know?
I think it brought
feel it.
out because he was like this gangster. And I think it kind of brought out like kind of like that edgier, like when he's not acting like a loony person. You know, that he comes in and he's just like, you know, basically, oh, you try to kill me, you're done. And then he
Right.
does like a weird dancey thing with while shooting them.
Yeah, oh my God.
His dancing throughout the movie had me cracking up, dude.
Yeah.
Every time I do a dance, I'm like, ha, look at this guy. I love it though, because it is Joker though. It's like it fits.
Yeah, it's definitely Joker. I was going to say that I feel like even though there's definitely a difference between The Dark Knight and Batman 89, I feel like Joker in this is just as crazy in both of those. Now, there's obviously a difference between
Yes.
time periods and stuff, but Jack Nicholson's Joker was just as crazy as Heath Ledger's. Like, and I feel like
Yeah.
they both captured that
Oh, yeah.
from the character.
Yeah, I mean, like they played them differently, but at the same time, I think they both captured who the Joker is. And I feel like, you know, like I feel like the best Jokers from the animated series, and I think he's kind of like a combination of the two.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say that. He is the combination of the two. I felt that way.
I feel it.
Yeah. So, did you notice that Bob, his name is Bob, right? Yeah. He had a jacket with the Joker logo on it. Like this, as many
Yes.
times I've seen this movie, this is the first time I noticed that. The helicopter had it on there too, where it's just like a cartoon Joker face. I was
I did
like,
not notice that.
I was like, what is this? It looked like the animated cartoon's Joker face, and I was like, he's wearing a bomber jacket with Joker on it.
I wonder if they sold those.
They should have.
I would
should've.
definitely have copped one. I would definitely have copped one.
Oh,
Hey,
what
we
you
should
have?
probably
Okay,
do
I'm
some
about to
merch
go-
like
I'm about to
that
go
before we
look
get
to see
sued
if they
by
got
DC.
You said what?
We should do some merch like that before DC comes and sues us.
Okay. Yeah, let's get that shot, sure.
Yeah, let's do it.
So Joker with two R's. That way we could be like, no, it's not the same thing.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
how you get away with it.
It's Joker.
It's Joker. It's more Joker than yours.
All right, so I did like some of the continuity in the movie, like the reporters after they found out like stuff was in the makeup, none of them had makeup on. Like it's stuff
Yeah.
like that, small details in movies like that, I always think is good. I think that was pretty well done. This movie is like a definite. Now I'm forgetting what's the director's name.
Tim Burton.
Tim Burton. Thank you. Yeah, like it oozes Tim Burton throughout this movie.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Like this movie is, and then Batman Returns is Tim Burton all the way. It might be a little bit too much Tim Burton.
I think it was a little too much.
Batman Returns is really dark too.
It is.
It was definitely darker, yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, no,
You had to
this is
center that
definitely
around apple pots.
it definitely has
So
like
weird.
Tim Burton's stamp on it for sure.
Yeah. And then I think what I like the most about this movie is just how over the top Joker is. Like he's just so over the top. Like he had candles and he lit it with a mini flamethrower, which yes.
What about the long barrel on
Oh,
that
the long
gun
gun.
that he shot the Batwing down with?
and
So-
he just pulled it out of his pants. He just-
I was like, oh my god.
So y'all know originally it was supposed to be a tank.
oh,
But they changed it at like the last minute, and the rumor is they changed it because they didn't want to pay for a tank.
fair enough.
Okay, I feel that.
Yeah, I wouldn't pay for
I
a
dig
tank
it.
either.
Keep that movie budget down.
Yeah, but no, yeah, it's like it's over the top stuff like that just kind of add to it.
Yeah. So, some of my dislikes about this movie. So, it feels slow to me. Not watching it in 2021, especially the beginning of the movie.
I don't have a problem with the beginning of the movie. There are some scenes where I
either.
feel like maybe we're talking too much. But even though I believe they're not talking a lot.
Yeah.
But there is I don't want to say there's pacing issues, but yeah, it is a little slow for I guess what you would consider a superhero movie. And I think that's maybe because, it kind of changed how superhero movies were made.
Yeah. And then it's 1989. So,
And it's like one of the first is really ambitious.
yeah.
And so I
Yeah.
think it is. But see, they don't really run into that problem in Batman Returns. So I think it just kind of you find your footing
And go from there.
yeah.
It's true. Speaking of the
And it is
beginning.
the intro.
Yeah.
It's the intro.
Yeah, well, speaking of that intro, what was with him in like flaring his cape open all the time in the intro? Like he would just like come up on him and then like
Like,
And
oh,
it's like a bat. So you can scare
Like
the
a
criminals.
vampire.
what was that?
It's like a vampire though. Like blah 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 blah. That's what I keep thinking about every time he flares open his cape.
Blah. Yeah,
But
I
it's
was like,
but the one issue I had in the beginning, because like the people that went back into the alley or whatever, they got robbed, right?
Yeah.
I'm saying two guys mugged them and took their money. So they hiding wherever. Batman finds them, beats them up real quick, but doesn't get the money or anything back for
Batman doesn't
anybody. He
care
just
about
like, just tell your friends about me. That's it. I'm like, what about their money and their necklace and whatnot? Forget all that.
that. Oh no,
Like
them
I,
people still
I
broke.
actually, I actually didn't see that happen. I just happened to be here, so I'm gonna just beat these guys up. Tell them, spread the word.
That is true. Those people got beat up, lost all their money, and they did not get that back.
No type of justice.
it sucks.
Batman's happy though he had to beat up somebody.
Yeah,
Yeah, he did. He probably went home with a smile on his face, man.
you got to say, I'm
He
back.
kicked the fool out that dude through the wall for that door.
That guy did not deserve that.
So, is this where I'm Batman started?
I think so because that
I
was
think
added
so.
by Michael Keaton.
Oh, that was that about because I just watched Batman Beyond, and in the first episode of Batman Beyond, Terry McGinnis says, "I am Batman." So,
Yes.
okay, all right, so it's a thing.
Yes.
All right,
man.
now you just need to add because, and you're a meme.
Yes, because I'm Batman.
Because I'm Batman.
Okay, so
Man, his throat had to be hurting like crazy by the end of the day.
oh,
Every time you go out and fight crime, be like, "What are you doing here?" Like, by the end of the day, you at home, Alfred giving you that hot lemon water and ginger,
lodgings.
like it's like clean everything up because you can't. You got to write everything down.
All right, a few other things. Bruce, why do you have cameras behind mirrors in your house? That's a little creepy.
That was
So-
so
That
creepy.
was real
so
creepy. Though.
creepy.
I think it's
That was real creepy.
the whole house is under surveillance.
Nah, man, he had it behind a mirror. Like it wasn't just like a surveillance camera; it was like behind a
Right.
mirror,
It was
so
a
you can
one-way mirror.
sneak look at some
I
people.
mean, a two-way mirror too.
Well, because you don't want the people to know that the cameras are there. So they try to rob him. He can see it.
They trying to rob his armory.
You don't never know.
You don't even
I'm gonna
know half
walk
the
away with
stuff
a
that's
suit of
there.
armor.
Yeah, go
big
sneak it
house.
out the door underneath
You
my
probably
shirt.
walk out one of the side doors.
Throw it over my shoulder.
Tuck it under my shirt or something. Yeah, guys, we're gonna take off for the night. Yeah, you'll get it.
that. Also, in his surveillance in his house, how did he get such good audio on Gordon and the cop?
He has a
Yes, that
camera
was
on
like-
Gordon.
Crystal
Wait a minute,
clear
wait a minute.
audio.
This is not a movie you dislike. These are your nitpicks. Those are two different things.
Oh, I'm
Right.
sorry. I was picking nits too early.
I'm just saying.
Ooh.
That's
Okay.
point.
You in trouble now.
Fine. The last thing I got.
Yeah, scratch that last thing till later.
When Vicky Vale is in the car at the end of the movie, the car would not protect her from the gas.
At the end of the movie. Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
no.
she gets in the car to get away from Joker's nerve gas or whatever, and it wouldn't protect her.
No, it wouldn't. This is still a nitpick, but I'm going to let it go.
All right. All right, fine. Okay, well, fine. Then, Dallas, what did you like about the movie?
Well, we hit on everything. I don't think you talked about Michael Keaton,
Okay.
which I know there was an uproar, and which good thing the internet didn't exist in 1989 because Warner Brothers would have been harassed on Instagram and Twitter and all of that by choosing Michael Keaton because he was a committee, whatever,
Yep,
actor.
a comedian actor.
Exactly what
Yes.
he was.
He was a committee addict.
Anyways, so but like I feel like he was a great choice. Like it's not someone you would think of, which is kind of makes it kind of great that he's Batman because you look at Michael Keaton, you don't think like this guy hangs out at night in a bat suit.
Yeah. I mean, like,
No.
he definitely doesn't look like a guy that turns with his shoulders. Like,
I mean, he looks like your math teacher.
He looks like a college professor for me.
true, with those glasses on.
And
dude.
that turtleneck?
Well, hey, what was up with the turtleneck?
And the turtleneck.
That
Oh,
turtleneck.
that turtleneck, dude.
That turtleneck
I
is so
was like,
billionaire.
is that how rich people dress in the 80s? Because you know Steve Jobs wore turtlenecks.
I was like, I was gonna say Steve Jobs.
Maybe.
Yeah, it's a billionaire thing. It's a billionaire thing.
Oh, okay. So we ain't gonna.
They can
know
afford
about
the extra fabric to cover their necks.
So we missing out.
Yeah, we're missing out. We cold. We chilly out here. Know what I'm saying? We still getting sick, but them they good. Ain't no breeze getting through
Okay.
there.
I got it. So I had some things, just some questions I had. They're legitimate, just overall about the movie. Okay, so did
Okay.
y'all notice in the opening scene when the family is like lost and trying to find their way? That prostitute hit on that little boy.
Yes,
Yes.
the little boy. Yes.
Yes.
I was like, why are
She's
you
like,
asking the boy?
"Hey, handsome." She was talking to the boy.
The little boy. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, I thought that.
I did not notice
thought
that.
Oh, I had
Yeah,
to
it wasn't
rewind
your mom.
to make
Yeah,
sure I
mother
saw
pulled-
what I thought I
pulled
saw.
the boy. Yeah, because the mother pulled the boy away.
Yeah, and the father was too far ahead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
whoa.
because she-
what is going
She,
on in
like,
Gotham?
I was like, that's disturbing.
All right.
Wow.
I did not notice that, but okay.
Yeah, big time. Yeah.
Yeah.
I caught that.
So I kind of feel like this is kind of Joker's movie.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
No way. Yeah, he got. Well, no, I ain't gonna say more screen time,
I don't know.
but he got quite a bit of. He got quite a bit of screen time. Like even before he was the Joker.
Yeah,
Yeah.
if you got Jack
Like,
Nicholson, you
it's-
give him the screen time.
Well, I think that
Yeah, but
might
his
have
his
had
name
to.
even when they list the cast, his name comes up before Heath Ledger.
Well, his
So I mean, he was a bigger.
Before
I think he was a
Michael
bigger
Keaton.
draw.
Michael Keaton. Yeah, I mean, I would imagine it was before Heath Ledger, since he wasn't.
I
in the
mean,
movie.
yeah, oh, is that what I said? That what I said? Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, you said
I mean, I'm thinking about the two different Jokers, but yeah, his name was before Michael Keaton's name.
Yes, it
um,
was.
Whenever
That is-
you look up the cast,
his name comes up first.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's even in the credits. I'm pretty sure his name came up first.
That's
credits,
because
and
it's
whenever
in
you
his
look at it
contract,
on-
though.
Oh,
It's
is
in
it?
it's in his contract for him to get top billing.
Oh,
Okay.
Well, I mean,
Wow.
I think he was probably the most famous actor in the movie, right?
Yeah, but we don't.
Yeah, I think he was the bigger draw.
Oh, okay.
It's interesting. I just I
Alright.
mean, like, I don't hate it. I was just realizing, like, I feel like this movie is about Joker.
It
Kind of,
is.
yeah, it's
I
his
think it
origin
is.
story.
Yeah,
Mhm.
And also-
and death.
yeah, you know. But
His beginning and end.
And then also, like, you realize, like, this whole plot resolved around the fact that he took that dude's girl. Like, if he don't steal Grisham's girl,
Yeah.
none of this happens.
This is very true.
None
I
of
feel
it
like,
happens. Yeah.
once again, the moral of the story is don't cheat on your significant other.
True. Also, don't send someone to die because
Well, you know, or that. Don't try
It
to kill
doesn't
people
always
either.
work.
Yeah.
don't do murders.
Unless, no, it's good.
All right. So I was just thinking at the end, because they changed the origins of who kills Bruce's parents for this movie. I don't really care.
No, it doesn't matter.
It's not needed.
No.
I was just wondering if you guys I was like, that's fine. It's not needed, but I didn't hate it.
Yeah.
Even
Yeah.
Bob Kane was like, he didn't hate it.
Yeah. No, I thought it was an interesting little twist for the movie. Have you ever danced with the devil in the pale moonlight?
So that guy who played Joker, super crazy looking. Mm-hmm. He could have just been Joker.
Yeah.
It could have been Joker.
I mean, like,
He
real
he actually
talk.
looks like cartoon
Definitely
He
could have.
Joker.
He
looks like,
Yeah, that smile that he did definitely looked like cartoon Joker.
yeah.
I was like, why didn't we bring this guy up on?
He
did
really,
you say?
like, I
He
don't know.
wasn't the name.
I mean,
He
yeah.
wasn't the name actor.
I don't know if he's ever been in anything else, but he really should have been live action Joker.
I'm pretty sure he's been in other things.
I don't even know his name.
No, after he did that scene, he went back and behind his camera that he was supposed to be. He was supposed to be manning for the rest of the movie. Like, all right, John, get back behind your camera.
All right, and Batman does kill.
Oh, well, yeah.
Oh, he killed a lot of people in this movie.
He kills in
killed
a lot of
every
people.
Batman movie. It just wasn't as like egregious as it was in Batman v Superman. But like this,
I
he
mean,
definitely
but
killed people.
Batman threw a guy down the stairs in a church. That guy's super
Oh,
dead.
off the little bell thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
smashed his head on the bell and threw him over. He
Yeah.
blew up a lot of people.
I was like, he dropped a
Yeah.
bomb in the middle of people.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
blew- I was
Yeah.
like, so
And
we
pulled
just
off.
go do that?
Yeah, just bounced out.
Alright.
I'm like,
And then I was like, Batman, what kind of missiles and bullets are you doing? You hitting everybody but Joker.
yeah, and then Joker pulls out that long barrel pistol and shoots the plane down. I'm like, what the? How embarrassing is this, man?
um, yeah, so Batman needs to
anteater
change his rule. He doesn't kill the people that matter. Like, if you're a thug, he will
Right.
kill you. If you're the main villain, no, no killing.
That was my
But he did tell
I was
Joker,
like, dude,
he's like, I'm going to kill you.
Oh yeah, he did plan on killing. Actually, he did kill Joker.
he did.
Technically, yeah, he did.
No,
He
that
did.
was murder.
He fell.
You attached a weight to his leg as he
when
hung
the
from
mafia
a
drops
helicopter.
people in the ocean, they attach the cement block to their feet, expecting them to get dragged to the bottom and die. Batman attached him to a freaking gargoyle when it fell off the building.
Yeah.
You don't expect that's gonna kill him?
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
murder.
Yeah.
Batman's a murderer.
Yeah.
I don't blame him. But yes, Black Man. Yeah.
Yeah. And he did say that he was going to kill him.
So premeditated.
Yeah, definitely premeditated. That's third degree.
All right. So, the only thing I don't like about this movie, I mean, you know, I have issues with some things, but the only thing I don't like is Prince's soundtrack.
I'm not the only one.
Oh, man.
And I
didn't
know
like-
there's some people that's gonna hate me for this. I don't like it.
I'm gonna be
I
honest,
love the
guys.
Prince contract.
While everyone's definitely gonna hate me, like, yeah, I don't like Prince's music all like that.
Me neither.
Oh dear God.
Me neither. I tried listening to it. I'm like, I cannot.
Yeah.
I can't get into
It's
it.
not my thing. I think the only one that I would listen to is like When Doves Cry or something
When
like that.
Doves Cry.
Yeah.
You don't like Party Like It's 1999?
Okay, yeah, I guess it's fine for
Well,
8-year-old me.
About Purple Rain.
Yeah.
No, Purple Rain.
But,
I'm sorry.
What about I Will Die For You? I will die for you. You don't like that?
No, but I remember hating the soundtrack, Prince's part of the soundtrack of this movie when I was a kid. I hated it. That
called?
art scene.
Scandalous?
That art scene.
art
I
scene?
despised that scene when I was a kid. I used to hate it so
No,
much.
I agree. Like, I didn't like the museum scene for the longest, and I agree. Like, I hated it as a kid. Like, I'm just, man.
When I was a kid, I thought that scene was really scary.
You thought that
In the
scene was
museum?
scary?
Yeah.
Oh,
With
when I
the,
was messing up all the paintings?
yeah, when people were like falling out from the gas, and then
You thought that was scary, and you guys said I was the scary child.
You were, but
well, what got me,
He just hit
it was
it.
two things. It was well, three things: the people passing out from the gas, how he looked with the brown makeup on,
That was creepy.
and when he had the girl take off the mask, and she just like, "You said I was going to see you do
That
the
didn't even look
Like,
scary.
How was that scary?
it was so creepy. That was so creepy,
my
man.
No, you know what I was afraid of? Velociraptors coming in my room. Okay, that's what I was afraid of. A tornado. Legitimate stuff, not people falling down the stairs because they were gassed.
Yeah, but velociraptors are extinct, so would you really say that's legitimate?
Yeah. I wasn't.
No, it makes more sense to be scared off of Jurassic Park than it does the museum scene in Batman. That makes no sense.
Maybe not the museum scene, but like clowns in general, I think as a kid, they sometimes they are pretty frightening.
Yeah.
No, clowns are
They-
creepy,
they-
but
Yeah.
Who made clowns?
I don't know.
Something
I
wrong with
don't
that
know.
person.
I want
Uh,
to say it
yeah.
probably go back to the time of Jesters.
Yeah, gestures. I was gonna say gestures is where that started. The court gesture or the king's gesture.
Mm.
I mean, entertain the king and all that. I think that's where it started.
All right.
All right. So, was that all of your likes and dislikes of the movie, Dallas?
Yes.
All right. What I liked about the movie, I like the soundtrack of the movie. I thought it was fitting for Joker. But-
You think Prince is fitting
How?
for
That
Joker?
doesn't- No, it doesn't make
The
any sense
song-
at all.
No, it don't.
the songs that they picked for the scenes,
I thought
thought
Scandalous was cool, personally, but you know,
Wait,
You know,
Scandalous
we
wasn't
got
in
Prince
this movie.
over here.
huh?
Was Scandalous? Scandalous wasn't in this movie.
Yeah, the song by Prince.
That was
Yeah.
that in the movie?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think so.
Oh.
yeah.
I remember because I was jamming to it.
You despised it so much you didn't even remember.
Well, I mean, I'll be honest. Out of 80s music in general, I don't. really-
True.
I'm with that.
True.
80s music in general, I was like, this was the worst time in music history.
True.
Absolutely.
That's why Thriller made so much money.
Like, this is the only music we will listen to.
It's the only music out there.
Everything else is bad. It's just horrible.
Michael
Yeah,
Jackson,
I
dropped
agree with
Billie
that.
Jean, and everybody like, oh my goodness, we have never heard anything like this before.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah, I will too. I will too. I would say what I hated most about this movie was her screaming. I was like, oh my goodness, if she screams one more time.
Wait, I didn't even notice.
Are
her
you
screaming.
serious? She
What?
screamed throughout the movie.
Yes.
Oh,
She screamed through the whole movie.
well, maybe she was scared at
I mean,
the art people falling over.
if a guy dressed as a clown comes at you, you might want to scream. He broke into her apartment. She gets kidnapped. He tries to kidnap her. I don't know. I feel like those screams are valid. Was it a lot? Yes, but valid?
It was
I
a
think
lot.
so.
It was a lot. She was screaming in the car ride.
She thought they were going to run into a wall. I mean, it's fair.
The screaming is going to stop you from running into that wall? I don't think so.
No, but it doesn't mean you don't do it.
What I thought was hilarious was when he asked her how much she weighed, and she said 108. I was like, no.
Oh, yeah. Then he said, I think you weigh a little bit more than 108. I mean, he said that. He's like, I think you weigh a little bit more than 108.
Yeah, he said it.
Also disrespectful. What's wrong with
It's
y'all?
like that.
Well-
Dirty.
It almost got them killed. So
First of all,
Yeah.
he should have looked at her and was like,
Sorry,
"You
come on.
lying."
Yeah. And am I the only one? But that Batmobile do not stop.
well, it doesn't stop. It has some
No.
good breaks.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it runs him over.
No. It got good breaks.
It runs him over, or it at least taps them shins pretty good.
Well, it's got what do they call them? Brimble breaks.
Brembo does it though.
Yeah,
It's the
he's Bruce
Batmobile.
Wayne.
Why wouldn't it?
Yeah,
Did we see Brembo breaks?
you can't
on this Batmobile?
see the brakes. On those.
Exactly. So I don't think we can make that call.
I think we can. That car was made up of a bunch of different
I
pieces.
think he has some regular AC Delcos.
He did not put no AC Delcos on the Batmobile.
You see? Yes.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm telling you. I'm just saying.
That's
My
like,
other stuff
that's like the
is,
part that he cheaped out on the car. Like he got all this
Yeah,
stuff. He put
brakes.
his shield on the car and everything, and he's just like, I'm just gonna go to AutoZone and get some brakes.
Because they got lifetime pads. He's like, I'm Batman. I'll never have to replace pads again.
When we were kids, they used to make fun of that.
Oh yeah. Stop.
Yeah.
Stop! Stop! All right.
Yeah. The other stuff I had is nitpicks, so I would say that for a nitpick section.
All right.
Are we ready for random movie facts then?
Oh, did Dan give his opinion of the movie? Dan?
Oh no, I certainly did not. Well, yeah, obviously I like the movie. I kind of like the comic feel of it, like that. Well, I guess you would call it, the Tim Burton feel. But like, yeah, everything didn't look like overly real, like in the Dark Knight. Everything just looked so like, yeah, it's like right there. But like the way the camera was like panning through and shooting up like from the bottom up to the top of the buildings, like it just gave me that real comic feel to it. Know what I mean? Am I making sense? Probably not making sense. But yeah, I like the comic feel of the movie. I like
Camera
okay.
pans.
Yeah, camera pans. There you go.
Camera pants.
Camera pans. But yeah, I like the characters. I love Jack Nicholson's character. Like you said, it is classic Jack Nicholson. That's just the way he is. In I can't remember that other movie. I think it was Anchor Management or something like that. But it's like pure Jack Nicholson. He was having fun with the part, and I'm like, I feel like all of this wasn't scripted. Like a lot of it had to be like ad-libbing and just him throwing in what he thought, the Joker would bring out. So I like that. I don't know about how strong Batman was, because he was like picking dudes up and lifting them up, and like then they show their feet, and then Joker falls over the banister. But I'm like, oh, you can't pull them up from the banister though, huh? So it's like, I feel like that was a little bit inconsistent. So I don't really know how strong Batman is supposed to be, but
Yeah, because he
I think-
clearly picked him up off the ground. Like his feet was almost
they
at that
showed.
end.
Yeah, they showed the camera of him lifting him up, like no struggle. You know what I'm saying? No struggle with it. But he falls over the banister and you can't.
It was just an awkward angle for him to lift him back up. That's all.
I feel like we shouldn't make any excuses for Batman. I mean, you are Batman. I'm just saying, I'll overlook it though. But yeah, I do like the movie. The little nitpicks that I brought up about like that long gun and how Batman fired every weapon in the bat plane at him, didn't even scratch him, and he fires one bullet out of this giraffe neck pistol and shoots the plane out of the sky.
I don't
like-
even think that gun is powerful enough to shoot the plane up the sky.
Yeah, I'm like, wouldn't that bullet bounce off the plane or something, or at least get stopped in the whatever the plane's made of?
Maybe
And then
Wait, his
You-
plane was made out of cardboard, though. So he had to cut some corners.
okay, yeah, I guess AC Delco brakes, cardboard planes. I get it. So, but it's like, yeah, and then he just happens to have scissors on his plane to cut the balloons, and
It wasn't.
Yeah, because he was,
Remember that was a standard feature that he just, one of these days I'm going to need these scissors. So go ahead and install
Absolutely.
those on the front. And then Joker has these balloons. He's like, oh, perfect. I got scissors. So and then he just snips all the balloons and flies them off and everything. It's like, okay.
What I thought was great.
I try to overlook it, but I'm like, okay, that was a little bit.
That is. I feel like I could I could look past the airplane having scissors. To me, that didn't even seem like. I mean, you talking about like the utility belt has everything. Why wouldn't his plane also have everything?
But like giant grand opening scissors though. like when you cut the ribbon for a grand opening, like that's like the size of those scissors probably, or maybe even bigger. Like we just happen to have these installed on the plane. I'm like, all right, fine.
I
So,
know
yeah,
I'm not by myself on this. When he released the balloons, those balloons come back.
No. Why would they come back?
You-
He didn't release them out of space. They still in the atmosphere.
Yeah, but if you lose a balloon, do you get it back?
It comes back down somewhere.
do you know how
eventually
it
it
comes
does.
down?
Doesn't it?
It loses
How,
all.
Derek, how does it come down?
All
I don't
right.
know.
It would lose
All
the
I'm
gas
saying
that's
is
inside,
that's
making it not dangerous anymore.
Yeah.
All I'm saying is that gas get released in some other time.
In the atmosphere.
But it's in the atmosphere, which means it will be diluted,
Diluted.
basically.
Yeah.
So then it wouldn't poison the town.
Okay. All right.
Okay. That part I can overlook.
Yeah, I feel
I
like
didn't
it's fine.
really care. I didn't really care much about the balloons.
Oh, okay.
Just
Just care about the scissors, though.
He can't let go of the scissors, though.
The fact that he has scissors. I mean, come on. I can see if he like shot some blades out and like sliced all through them. Like, I
Okay.
would have bought them more.
Oh,
Like fire some little batter blades or whatever you call them, Batman blades,
Batarangs?
whatever you call them. Yeah, Batamarang blades or Beyblades. I don't know. It's something like that. But the scissors, come on,
Oh, goodness. All right.
that's fine.
All right. Well, let's talk about some movie facts. What interesting facts do we have about Batman 89?
Let's start with casting.
Okay.
Okay, Mel Gibson at as Bruce Wayne / Batman, he was super hot
No.
back in the day. I mean, I'm glad he's
No.
not now. Now that'd have been ugh.
Yeah,
I would
no,
never
no,
want to
no.
watch it again. But I could see why they thought of him back in '89.
Yeah, in 89, yeah, I could see. But, man, could you imagine Mel Gibson being Batman?
I
The
wouldn't.
George Clooney type of thing.
That would've been weird.
He'd have been worse than
I'm
George
like-
Clooney.
Well, would it
Worse
be
than
worse than George Clooney? Mel Gibson?
Mel Gibson. Mhm.
Yeah. That would have been
Yeah.
worse than George
Yeah,
Clooney.
it'd have been worse.
Yeah. Yeah, I felt many times they tried to cast Batman like by casting Bruce Wayne, and I'm like, that doesn't work.
What do you mean, like looking for a Bruce Wayne? Like,
Yeah, looking for Bruce Wayne and then have him play Batman.
yeah, well,
I don't know.
That's why George Clooney.
they do gotta play both. Cause like, yeah, George Clooney, like if you put him in that Batman mask, it's like it's George Clooney. Like, I
I
still
know
see
it's
George
you.
Clooney. Yeah,
Yes.
like
Yes.
you could never
Yes,
have a
thank you,
secret
Dean.
identity.
That was the point I was trying to bring out. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what my wife said. Because I was like, if I put that mask on, like you think you recognize me, she said, I gotta shave my mustache.
Yeah, everybody would know that stash. Darren
So
showed
I
up
gotta
as
shave
Batman,
my
like,
mustache and
Darren,
then wear a fake
that off.
one when I'm not in the mask. Then it would be.
yeah,
Yeah.
I guess so. That's the only thing you can do.
All right, Kevin Costner.
Okay. That's,
Okay.
I don't
Okay.
know. I think he has
No,
too.
you can't be Keaton here.
What about the Bruce Wayne end of it for Kevin Costner?
Yes, for sure.
Think he could pull off Bruce Wayne?
I think he can pull off Bruce Wayne. I'm not sure if he can pull off Batman.
No.
You don't think he could pull off Bruce Wayne?
I feel like Kevin Costner has a slight accent. I don't know.
Well, they were already going for Mel Gibson.
I mean, he can change that though.
Yeah, you know what? No, Kevin Costner can pull off Bruce Wayne. Yeah.
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 I
Yeah,
guess
because
maybe.
I'm thinking like how he looked in The Bodyguard. He could definitely pull it off.
I don't remember
Yeah,
that.
I was just thinking about him being Batman. I don't know.
I think he needs a stronger face for Batman. Pierce Brosnan turned it down.
Pierce Brosnan turned it. Well, I can see him as Bruce Wayne.
Yes.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
think he can pull Batman off
Can you put him in a bat suit?
back then.
No.
Especially the rubber bat suit. See, we're not talking about like if it was the Dark Knight with the kind of armor we have now, fine. You think he can pull off a rubber bat suit?
I don't think he can. No.
Oh yeah.
No.
I think he can pull it off.
I can't see it.
I can't see it. I mean, I think
I also-
he makes.
I also can't unsee it. But I
apparently,
digress.
apparently, Adam West was disappointed that no one asked him to reprise his role. Even though he
Wait,
was
Adam
61
West,
years
come
old.
on, man.
I was like, what?
Bro.
That nigga 60?
Come on,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah.
You can do a cameo, but
Be
no.
Bruce.
That's
I was
great.
like, he could be Bruce Wayne while somebody else be Terry McGinnis.
They had to save him so he could become the mayor of Quahog.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. You busy with Family Guy, bro?
In the future.
Like, okay. So the writer wanted William Dafoe as the Joker because he, quote, looks like the Joker.
He does.
Fair enough.
He
Yes.
does.
Yeah.
He does.
He does.
He
Well,
don't,
they were
he
talking
don't-
about
he don't
him as
need no
Green
more
Goblin. It
makeup.
was like, why did they put that stupid Green Goblin mask on him when he could have just been William Dafoe?
Just paid him
Yeah.
green.
I was just like, why couldn't it just be a regular mask, like a Halloween goblin mask? Why did it have to be that stupid?
That motorcycle helmet.
No, Power Ranger suit he was in. He was in a Power Ranger suit.
Right. Looking like
Yeah,
a
he-
green Goldar from
Yeah,
Power Rangers.
Goldar. Yeah, I'm like, yeah, Goldar, but green.
But yeah, no, William Dafoe as Joker. I think William
can see
Dafoe
that.
would have killed it as Joker.
Yeah.
Would he
I
be
He would've.
Jackie Nicholson? No.
No.
But
That
I
was
think he would
Willem,
be
right?
excellent.
Is it Willem
Yeah.
and not William?
Oh, excuse me, Willem.
It's Willem.
Yeah, it's Willem.
My bad.
Willem
We
Dafoe.
discussed this before.
Oh,
We did.
excuse me. So
Yeah.
apparently, Sean Young was cast as Vicky Vale, but she broke her collarbone horseback riding and had to get replaced by Kim Basinger or something.
Basinger, yeah.
Basinger.
Apparently, she said people were pronouncing it wrong, but I forgot how it was supposed to be.
Oh well,
It's Basinger.
Yeah. So I think like they offered her the role first, and she's like, "I ain't interested." Then Sean Young got hurt, and then she's like, "All right, I'll come back."
Okay.
Who is Sean Young?
Famous in
heard
the
her.
80s, I guess. I don't know. I have no idea who that is.
Never famous again after she broke that collarbone.
I have no comments whatsoever on that.
Honestly, I'm gonna say anybody could have been Vicky Vale. Nobody cares.
Oh yeah,
I wouldn't have. I wouldn't have cared. Yeah, I'm like whatever.
she served no purpose for me. Okay, random movie facts.
All right. Random movie facts.
This is the only Batman film to feature only one villain.
They all have two villains. They do all have two
Oh,
villains.
yeah, it's true.
Yeah, they do.
Because you got Penguin and Catwoman, Riddler and Two Face,
Two-Face,
and
Mr. Freeze,
then
Poison
Mr.
Ivy.
Freeze, Poison Ivy, Bane, and
Oh yeah, Bane.
everybody else in that dumb movie. Wait, no.
Scarecrow and
Scarecrow
Oh, and
and
Ra's
Ra-
al Ghul.
and Ra's al Ghul.
Yeah, Ra's al Ghul. Yeah.
Oh, okay, all right.
Yeah,
there
Joker
was
and
two.
Two Face.
Yeah,
Oh, it was Joker and Two
And-
Face. Yeah,
Catwoman and Bane.
Yeah, Catwoman and Bane.
Catwoman wasn't a villain.
Catwoman's a villain.
It technically was.
She wasn't a villain.
She's a villain.
She's a villain.
But anyway, you had Talia al Ghul in that anyway. So
Oh, I forgot about her.
Oh,
'cause you know I
yeah.
don't like her.
Yeah,
You
I forgot about her.
know I don't like her.
Why?
We talked about this when we talked about this movie.
and then you had Superman and Doomsday.
This- whatever.
Oh wow.
So, yeah. So, anyways, I think we talked about it briefly how the fans did not like the choice of Michael Keaton as Batman, and they sent Warner Brothers 50,000 letters because there was no internet.
50,000.
That's a lot of
Jeez,
letters.
man.
That's
Yeah,
a lot
for
of
real.
letters.
It was even so bad. It was on like the first page of the Wall Street Journal. Them like,
Wow.
what are you guys thinking? This is awful. So everyone was all in and everyone hated it. Um, but one of the reasons we were talking about whether or not whether casting for Bruce Wayne or casting for Batman. The one of the reasons Tim Burton said he liked Michael Keaton is because he said he has crazy eyes. But he
Okay.
doesn't.
Crazy eyes.
You want to get nuts? Oh,
Yeah.
Oh yeah. That's it. That was a little cheesy. They really do.
But
Now, how did
it's
you know Joker was gonna shoot you right there?
That yeah.
I mean, yeah, but he could have shot him in the head.
This Joker.
Yeah. So he was saying he had crazy eyes, but doesn't really look like a superhero. Like he looks like the kind of guy that would need to put on a suit in order to strike terror into others.
If I'm Michael Keaton, I don't know how I feel about that. But
What about
okay.
his crazy eyes? I mean, I don't know. I guess it's a compliment.
Because I mean, that's what he's known for. Like, that's a distinctive feature of his is his eyes.
Yeah. Let's see. Oh, I'm trying to like put them all in order. So Keaton wanted there to be a difference between like Batman and Bruce, like because he was saying like you should be able to figure out his secret identity. So he wanted something to kind of like where you wouldn't be able to figure it out. And so then that's when he came up with the idea of using a different voice for Batman and for Bruce. And that concept has stayed.
So Michael Keaton is the reason we have
Yes, it
Kristen
is.
Bell's voice.
You want to blame him for that?
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm gonna blame him for that.
Yeah, I agree. So I want to talk about this suit design.
Uh-huh.
I know the production team, they worked really hard and all of that, but there were some things I feel like they didn't really consider, like the fact that Keaton couldn't hear with the cowl on.
Oh, he couldn't hear anything?
No.
Oh my gosh.
Or
I could tell. You could tell.
they spend the time like taking molds of his body or whatever, and then when they make the suit, they realize like, oh, you can't move in it, which is why he does the Batman turn.
Well, yeah.
There's a mold.
I like how they didn't address the fact that Batman cannot turn his head until The Dark Knight. It was like you came out with so many movies, and in all of them, Batman has to turn his body.
That's a mad handicap, dude.
Yeah, it is.
You can't turn your freaking head without turning your whole torso. That's too much.
His cape, they apply latex to a round table, and then like cut the shape.
What?
They were doing some weird stuff.
What?
So apparently, like Nike has a sponsorship with like Warner Brothers, and it's like, oh, we got to put Nikes in this movie somewhere.
Oh my god.
So his boots were made out of Nikes.
That's fine.
Oh wow.
Or Nike boots.
So Batman's boots are Nike.
Yes.
Wow.
The car. So it sits on the chassis.
Is it Nike?
No. It sits on a chassis of an Impala. The headlights are Hondas. The taillights are Ferraris.
Oh, Kurt. The headlights are Honda.
Not what I expected.
And it really is just because the guy's wife drove behind him, and he's like, I'm gonna take those headlights, and he turned them upside down.
Oh, okay.
Well, she's not driving at night anymore.
So when they made the mold of the car, Tim Burton's like, oh, that looks dope. Where's the doors? They forgot the doors.
So the iconic Batman thing sliding up
like
from the
cock-
top.
It's because
It's because they forgot the doors.
yeah. So they came up with the
Now that's-
cockpit idea.
That's a happy mistake though, because what would Batman really look like getting into a door on his Batmobile?
Well, I mean, yeah,
You
it's
can't
something
jump
that
up.
has.
You can't jump off a building and slide into a door real slick like that.
That's true. It has standed the test of time, but it wasn't their
Yeah.
intention really. And then when it's like, oh, we'll just have it slide out the top, they did not consider the height of the ears on the cow.
So it cut his ears off.
It got stuck. So they had to make a shorter one for when he was in the car.
Huh.
So, I'm sure they worked very hard, but there were some issues. Oh, yeah. And then, the scene in the museum. No, before that, when he's talking to the gang and Joker, like, wipes his face and, like, the white comes off.
Some of the paint comes off? Yeah.
Yeah. So they went through this elaborate of layering the makeup or whatever. So when he wipes, the white comes through and all of this. And I'm
Wait,
like,
why didn't they just put paint on the rag?
exactly.
And so when he wiped it, it would wipe paint onto his face.
Yeah. Don't know.
I thought that's what they did.
That is not what they
Just
did.
let that one go. Just let that one go, huh?
That was you layered makeup.
Yes.
That was stupid.
Yes.
Who didn't think of that? Who didn't think like, why don't we put paint on the rag?
So I'm just saying, you know, this team, they were working really hard. Maybe a little too hard.
That would be the first thing I thought to do.
Somebody thought of it, but that was the guy that just got hired and was afraid to speak up. Be like, nah, let me not.
He's like, no, let's layer the makeup. Let's layer the makeup.
Yeah, that's a good idea, guys. Layer it up.
Yep. Perfect.
Yeah. So this was the first time Joker was given a name. In the comics, he didn't have an origin or a name.
So they didn't really give him a name. Jack Nicholson's name was Jack, so they just called him Jack on set, and they're like, yeah.
Yeah. Well, you know, sure.
Here.
So actually, there was a scene scripted for Robin in this movie.
Really?
It was actually storyboarded and everything with Kiefer Sutherland to play Robin.
Huh.
Wow.
Interesting, but
Wow.
that all
Yeah,
got
he
cut
would
out.
have been young too at that time.
He would have been 19.
Wow.
Interesting. That's a lot younger than the Robin we got.
Who was like 30?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so, well, I'm gonna adopt this grown man.
Well, that's better than him adopting all these children and putting them in danger in his little crime raids.
Yeah, no, he's got some issues.
Yeah, definitely. We should talk to him about that. So this was cut from the movie, but at the parade, the money that Joker was handing out was counterfeit $1 bills with his face on it.
I thought that I remembered
Oh.
that.
Yeah, I knew it wasn't real money.
Yeah.
That wasn't in like I saw that somewhere.
You might have saw like the cut scene.
Okay, something that had the scene put back in it or something.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
because I was expecting to see it and I didn't. And I was
Yeah.
like, huh.
All right. So let's talk about Tim Burton's idea for the third movie, which he was all set to make, but didn't make for reasons that we gonna talk about.
Oh boy. All
Okay.
right. What was his third movie? Because after Batman Returns, I don't know.
All right. So it was going to be called Batman Continues. Horrible name.
And that's why they changed it to Forever.
Man continues.
Was Forever even better?
Forever
No, it
was not
wasn't. It wasn't
the
better.
name.
No. Yeah. But okay.
And didn't they say that in the movie? They actually said, like, didn't you say, like, I'm Batman Forever or something like that?
Yeah, he said something like that in the movie.
I don't know.
Yeah.
It's toward
Too
the end of the
cheesy.
movie.
They went.
Not
It
not
was-
important.
No,
Sorry.
it was when he was telling the chick that he was Batman.
Who?
It was basically
Who was he telling he was Batman?
Who? What was her name?
Nicole Kidman?
Oh, Nicole.
Yeah, yes, sorry. He was telling her that he would forever be Batman. That he could be Bruce, but he will forever be Batman.
Oh, yeah. Okay. No, it was dumb. But go ahead with your.
All right.
Go ahead,
so
Dallas.
Catwoman and Billy D. Williams was going to return. Michelle Pfeiffer was dope as Catwoman.
Yeah.
Yes,
Well-
she was. Yes, she was.
They were looking at Robin Williams for the Riddler.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
I'm 100% on board for Robin Williams as the Riddler. That yes.
It would have been just like Jim
I-
Carrey.
I would have loved to see what he would have did with that
I feel like
character,
that
though,
would have
though.
been better
I
than
feel like that
Jim
would have been
Carrey.
dope.
Yes, it would.
It would have been better.
Because see,
Well,
Robin Williams would have been silly, but I believe he would have brought a certain seriousness to the role as well. Like yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
think we would have liked the Riddler too much if it was Robin Williams. Like I can't see him as a villain. It's hard to picture Robin Williams as a villain. So it's
But he
It
has
would've been
played
interesting, though.
his villains and a lot of stuff, though.
Insomnia? Was he in Insomnia?
Yeah, wasn't he?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, he was. Yep. He was
yeah.
also a villain in an episode of Law and Order SVU.
Everybody was though.
Yeah, that doesn't count.
I
Everyone
mean,
has.
I
played that
was a
role.
villain in an episode of Law and Order.
Mr. Rogers. Mr. Rogers was a villain in the episode of Law and Order.
Okay. Now this is where they lost me. Marlon Wayans as Robin.
No,
No,
You
no,
definitely lost me there.
no.
Mo.
He would have been really young though. Then
I don't
It don't
want
matter. That's a no all day
Marlon
long.
Wayans should not be anywhere near a DC property. No, there's no characters he should play.
Yeah, like how would that even? He does
Well, they
not fit
said
at all.
it would have been a serious role. Like it wouldn't have been like him being funny. It would have been
I don't
because
like
when
it.
they
I still
interviewed him,
can't see it, especially not at that time.
I don't
well,
like it at all.
I know y'all don't read comic books, but right now, since the start of this year, they have a Batman '89 comic book series,
Yeah.
and the Robin in that series is based off of Marlon Wayans, supposedly.
Yeah,
Is
because
it?
he was supposed to be like they just did it off of their casting.
Yeah.
I still,
Yeah.
I mean, yeah,
And he
okay,
was
the
actually-
writer can make it interesting. I just still don't see
I'm
Marlon
like, I can't
Wayans.
see
bringing
it at all.
up that fact. I was just bringing up that fact, but I mean, I get what y'all saying.
Yeah. So this is why, honestly, I mean, so far outside of the Marlon Wayans thing, I kind of like this movie.
Yeah, this actually sounds really good.
This is why he got killed.
Uh-oh.
Why? Because they didn't like his casting choices.
Johnny Depp wasn't in it, and it's Tim Burton.
No. Okay. So you know how we talked about
Edward Scissorhands.
that was after this, wasn't it?
I think so. I don't know.
Yeah. Anyways, you know how we talked about how we had all the toys, right?
Yeah,
We probably didn't see the movie until later, but we had all the toys.
no, I'm pretty sure I saw
Yeah.
this movie pretty young.
Yeah, but I think we had the toys before we seen the movie.
Yeah.
Well, anyways, parents didn't like that because Happy Meals was selling toys to a movie that kids couldn't see.
They still do that.
Yeah, well, people complained, and I'm like, so what? I mean, just because I didn't see a Batman
Yeah,
movie
why
doesn't
is-
mean I can't.
Just like that parent that
Why does that
complained about
matter?
bringing their kid to Deadpool, and they were mad about how it was. And I was like, it's rated R. Why'd you
Right.
bring your
That,
kid?
that didn't tip you off.
My thing is, you shouldn't even have your kid reading a Deadpool comic book.
No.
Like that is not meant for a kid to watch.
Yeah, but anyways, I'm just like,
I mean, read.
your kid asked to see the movie. He's too young. The answer is no. Problem solved. But anyways, they weren't happy. They started to complain. Even threatened to boycott McDonald's because the movies were too dark for their kids. And the kids couldn't go see it.
And this is why we got the Schumacher
So
movies.
WB asked Tim Burton to step down. And
Come on.
then
That's
Schumacher
whack.
played Billy D. Williams because he felt like we need a bigger name. No, you did not. So then that's why Billy D.
Tommy Lee
Williams got
Jones
and
was-
Tommy Lee Jones, yeah. And then they had to Marlon Wayans actually got because he was under contract, and so yeah, they had to write him a check too.
Oh, he got paid to not play Robin.
Valid.
Okay.
Yeah,
Valid.
yeah.
I'll take my money.
So just absolute trash. Like, are you serious? Like, if your kid is too young, they too young.
I'm
Like,
really interested on seeing how that movie would have went. I think it would have went real.
Yeah, we gotta go to an alternate reality. Where's the Watcher when you need him?
Yeah. Time.
I mean, think about it. If we could have lived life without those 3 horrible movies.
Oh,
Oh wait, was it 3 or just 2?
2. It was just 2. It was
Either
only
way,
2.
there was too many.
Yep.
It's just Returns is just creepy and weird, but it's
Returns is
not
weird, yeah.
horrible.
That's trash. Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, Batman
Batman
Robin.
Robin.
Everybody chill.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
chill.
Chill.
It's chill.
It's so freaking cheesy.
So,
Like the villain in a Barney
love
TV
you.
show.
my thing is like,
If
so
Barney
allow
had
your
a
kids
villain,
to see this
would have been
movie.
his
Are you
Mr.
happy? Just, I didn't like. You didn't have to. It's not like they had to be 13. Just wait till they're like 7, and then go see the movie. Whatever. So my last movie fact before we get into nitpicks, Jack Nicholson got paid on this. Okay. So at first
bet.
he wanted to shoot all his scenes in like 3 weeks, and he's like, "Bruh, that ain't about to happen." Then he wanted time off so he can go to Lakers games, and then he was having people tape games for him so he wouldn't miss anything. And then at that time he was getting a guaranteed $10 million to star in the film, which is a lot of money for
In
1989.
89?
Yeah. So
Yes.
so he took a cut to $6 million, but then he wanted a cut of the box office and merchandising profits.
Oh, he Robert Downey Jr. did.
In today's money, he would have made about $200 million off this movie.
Wow.
This is better than RDJ.
Yeah.
That's insane.
That's what you do.
Wow.
Man, he made bank.
Yes. All right. Now we can talk about nitpicks since you guys were so eager to get to it.
Well, let me tell you about my nitpicks. It's time to pick some nits.
Pick some nits.
Duh, duh, duh. Okay. So, the special effects in this movie.
It was
The
bad.
gunshot sound.
Yeah, it's sound effects as well. Sound effects and special
Like a-
effects.
Like
My
an old
goodness.
western. Pew, 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 pew. But it's ricocheting off the thing. Pew, pew.
You know, they have I don't want to say remastered version, but I think the Blu-ray version, they edit out that sound for more realistic gunshot sounds.
Oh, okay, sure. Well, how about, I know CGI was not up to snuff in 1989, but they used cartoon, in the beginning it was this cartoon Batman shadow.
Yeah.
When I saw that, I was like, what is happening?
Why is it a cartoon? It was cartoon lights on the building. I'm like, I can tell that it's a cartoon. I don't know. Well, how come they couldn't use real
Yeah, I
lights?
noticed
I'm
that too.
confused.
Because the buildings weren't real.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. Okay. I don't know. Computers
I don't
weren't
think they
that good
were
back then.
building like sets of like buildings back then.
Yeah.
That would have cost a lot of money.
Why was Alfred perving on Vicky Vale, like, at the party? Like, he just turns around, like staring at her. I'm like, yo, dude.
Hey man, he cooped up in that mansion all the time.
Oh,
Some
okay.
fly walk through. He like, let me.
Hey,
check
he
this out.
did tell Master Bruce that he should holler.
Oh, yeah, he did. He should holler at that thing. You know what I'm saying? And maybe not in so many words, but you know.
All right, one of my
Hey,
last
man,
nitpicks.
go get that.
All right.
Since I mentioned most of them already. Why did the back alley surgeon have a surgery sign on the building? Like, it's a back alley surgeon. Why does he have a sign? That's his surgery.
Hey man, he a legitimate back alley surgeon.
Okay.
During the
Got his own
day,
signage and all that.
when the sun comes out, he's a regular surgeon.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
All right. Did you have any nitpicks?
Yes, I had some legitimate ones. I don't believe you guys didn't even touch on these things.
Okay. All right, Dallas.
Okay.
All right. So before Joker becomes the Joker, Jack is bribing Eckhart. They in the alley. Why do you hand up money in a sandwich? You already in a sketchy alley. Like, why would a random guy hand you a sandwich in the alley? It's like just give him the money.
I don't. In case someone took a picture, because then it would be like, well, it's just a sandwich. Huh?
No.
If he gets pulled over, like, what's in the bag? And he's like, oh, it's my sandwich.
My sandwich.
Yeah.
No.
Cover
You want a
story.
piece?
You never know if somebody's taking pictures.
Okay. All right, if you say so. So, that tray he stuck in his suit, could that really stop
It's
a
not
bullet?
bulletproof.
Like, what kind of gun was
Well, we're
that?
gonna have to
I said
see
that
what kind of
range, like,
tray
it was not far
was
away.
and what kind of gun it
If it was a
was.
22, I say maybe,
So I don't know.
but I don't know. I was questioning, but then I was like, I don't know what kind of gun it is. So,
And
Well, he
was
got
it silver? If
guns
it's a
that can
silver
shoot
tray,
flames out the sky. So I
like
think
real
Bruce-
silver?
Yeah,
Real silver?
I think it probably was
Yeah.
real silver. That's what it looked like.
silver's
But it
pretty
was supposed to
good.
be real silver.
I need a Mythbusters
If it's real
on this.
silver, yeah, it would. It
Why
would stop
didn't
the bullet.
Mythbusters do this? They did
But
the
it
stupid.
also depends on what type of gun it is, too, though.
Yeah, Mythbusters should have did it. They did it if the car could wrap around and turn the corner. It cannot.
No.
I don't know why they didn't
No,
do
it
this.
cannot. That car would have kept going straight.
Yeah.
Yank.
Why did Batman bring Vicky Vale back to the Batcave?
To steal the film.
He could have did that at any moment.
True.
Like
And
when
to
they were
give
on the
her
grappling
the,
hook, when he was determining how
But
much she really
but
weigh.
If he didn't do that, he couldn't roofie her. Because that's what he did.
Yeah.
He definitely roofied her. She woke up on her
So why
bed.
did you bring me? Why
Like,
did you bring
bring me
me?
here, and then he brings up his cape flare, and then she wakes up on her bed. Like, nah, man, something went down. Something went down.
Why he doesn't have to roofie her?
Maybe he does.
So why did she
He
fall?
doesn't.
Why
He
was she
already
fall
had
her?
her.
Why did she wake up on her bed?
He definitely.
And then he definitely groped her because she felt her breast to see if the film was in there. And it was gone.
Yeah, he probably had to frisk her a little bit to find it. So
So, yeah. Batman.
Yeah, he ripped it.
That's another thing he used to go to jail for.
Okay. Why didn't Batman grapple up the church stairs? Why did he go all
I
them
don't know.
stairs?
I forgot. I left that out of my nitpicks. You talk about the church. I'm glad you mentioned it. Why was it like? Why were they dropping her shoes and a trail of stuff? Like Batman had to follow that up the stairs.
Right.
Like, oh, okay, they're going up. Yes, because there's only one direction. And then he kept on stopping. Like, there's her shoe. I'm like, okay.
I'm going the right direction.
There's her jacket.
Okay. So this is a good one. It's a 2 or 3 parter.
Okay.
Okay.
How did Vicky Vale get an invitation to Bruce's party?
He's
in
a
as a
photographer,
reporter.
right?
She
Or
had
maybe
2
he's a photographer,
invitations
though, right?
to his party.
Maybe
Why
it was
did he
to
invite her?
her
We don't know her.
company she worked for.
Yeah, she went
Maybe it was
as a
the company she
reporter.
worked
Okay.
for.
So all right. So I knew you were going to say that. But then how come her and what was that dude's name?
Knox.
Knox.
Knox. They didn't know who Bruce Wayne was. Didn't know who he looked like. Nothing about his backstory. That makes
I
no
did.
sense.
That was one of my.
Yeah, that was
That was
a little weird.
really
That was one of my.
surprising. Yeah.
Yeah.
The
that
fact
they
it
so
was
weird.
it happened a couple of times in this movie too, and I'm like, you don't know who Bruce Wayne is? Like they had to look up to see that Bruce Wayne's parents died. I feel like that story.
Yeah, I'm like, that's not a
like,
big story in Gotham
you
City.
know,
Everyone knows that story. The people
Right,
that helped
they one of
found
the
the city.
wealthiest family. Yeah.
I'm like,
Gets
especially
murdered.
in
In the
Gotham. If you
Yeah.
lived in Metropolis, okay, maybe you don't know, maybe.
But you would know. But maybe
Yeah.
this is the time before the internet, so maybe it don't trickle down to
Yeah,
you. I
yeah.
don't
But
know.
if you were in Gotham, you know that Bruce
Everyone-
Wayne's
Yeah,
parents
you know
died.
that story.
Everyone knows that story. Everyone knows, even if Bruce was, stuck in the house, you know who Bruce Wayne is.
Yeah.
Then he
Right.
he had to be famous enough to throw a fundraiser for the city with the commissioner and the DA attending.
Yep.
Yeah.
So how is it that them two did not know who Bruce Wayne was?
I can see her not knowing because she wasn't from Gotham.
But she's a
But
photographer,
Knox,
though.
know.
It's her job to know things.
Yeah. I was giving her a pass, but Knox should have known who he was.
Yeah, it didn't make any sense. And then how did Bob know that Vicky and Bruce was dating when they only went on one date and the date was at his house?
Right.
That's true. I didn't catch that one.
Because she was following him.
She was
So she
following
followed
Bruce,
him
so
to the
that
attic.
means so she stalked the guy, and that means she's dating him.
So all I know, it was 2 people stalking people.
Well, wait,
in this-
hey, yeah, but Bob and Joker didn't know who Bruce Wayne was either,
It doesn't make any sense.
which makes 0 sense.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
Because
okay.
it's like she's dating some guy named Wayne. Like,
His name is on every building.
Right. Right.
yeah, that was problematic.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Understood. I would agree.
All right. That was my last nitpick.
Okay.
Do we want to go with best quote?
Well, Dan, did you have any nitpicks?
Oh, I thought we covered them all. I would have saved this one for
uh,
last. That was a good one.
Yeah, I don't think I had any nitpicks besides the ones that I mentioned already.
All right. Dan,
I have one more.
Okay.
Okay.
Why did they get out the Batmobile?
When?
To run in the middle of the alley?
Because he got boxed in by the excavator.
Yep.
Yep. Problem solved. Not a nitpick.
Okay.
Except for he probably could have blown it up with his Batmobile.
I was like, he couldn't get through that thing. He could
Yeah,
have
like,
got through.
like an excavator is his kryptonite.
Yes.
No, not
no,
next week.
not
That's next week, man.
excavators.
All right, now we gotta get out. We gotta get out. We gotta walk now. What time the bus stop running? come on now.
Yeah, I do like the fight scenes because them dudes couldn't fight, and like Batman was hitting them with like one punch or one kick, and it'd be over.
That's because the suit could. That's all the suit could
Yeah, he
do.
couldn't do anything.
Yeah, he can only punch him once.
Especially the dude with the swords doing all that yelling and flipping and everything.
Did they put
And
that
doesn't
in every
Batman-
movie?
And it was
Doesn't Batman always get that? Like, it's always a villain doing all this extra stuff, and Batman knocks him out with like one punch.
I think
I feel
every
like that's
movie after that
always-
has that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it kind of started and they just kept it.
yeah.
Okay, best quote. Anyone?
Oh, it's a
There's a
lot.
few. I'm Batman. Have you ever danced with the devil in the pale moonlight?
That's a good one.
That's that. Yeah. I don't know. You guys go ahead.
Can I say mine?
Yeah.
Never rub another
Yeah.
man's rhubarb.
Oh my god.
Dang it, I was gonna say that one.
Too many roosters in the hen house.
I guess since it's rated PG, I guess he didn't say the other thing, but okay. That kind of like smooths, makes it a little bit easier to digest, if you will.
Stop the presses. Who is this? Vicky Vale.
Yeah, he like, who this baddie right here?
Man,
Man, she's bad. Well, she's about to trade up.
Straight up.
She's about to trade up.
You wouldn't hit a guy with glasses, would you?
That was
That's
hilarious.
Punched him.
Yeah, he definitely cracked him. I'm like, I guess.
It was a couple of other ones. The
Yeah,
commercial. Love that Joker. He's not smiling because he's using brand X.
I'm gonna have to say the best line is, "Have you ever danced with the devil in the pale moonlight?"
You gonna take that over? I'm Batman.
Yes, I will. I'm Batman is tired.
But it's the original one.
Okay, fine. It is the original one.
I mean, I like that.
What about it
one,
when
but
he? What about when he said the pen truly is mightier than the sword?
Yeah, that
I
was
don't
a
know.
good
He's
one,
just
too.
quoting someone else.
Yeah, but still.
But then he stabbed the guy in the neck.
With a
Well,
pen.
in
The
his
neck, with
no
a-
neck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he
Right.
didn't have a. He
Okay.
definitely didn't have a
He
neck.
did not have a neck.
But this Joker, as well as Heath Ledger, have killed people with writing utensils.
Yeah.
Yes.
Let me make this
Where does
pencil
he get all
disappear.
these wonderful toys?
Oh, that is a good one.
Wait, what did he say?
Where does he
get
keep
all these
getting
wonderful
all
toys?
these wonderful toys?
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, and when he shot Bob, it was like, why didn't no one tell me he had one of those flying things? And then he shot Bob.
Yeah. Yeah, that bat plane, yeah.
Bob should have seen this coming a mile away.
Yeah, Bob, I'm sorry. You definitely were going to die.
Yeah.
All right, so are we going to rate the movie?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, Dallas, go first.
I pay for that.
I would. I knew it.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Dan says I'll pay for that too. Derek?
I'll pay for that.
All right.
Darren.
I pay for that, I guess. Yeah,
Oh.
yeah, I guess.
See, he was gonna say something dumb, and I was gonna have to kick him out of my house.
Something worse. Come on, man.
It felt really
on
slow.
now.
Like, it feels longer than 2
But this
hours.
is Batman,
It does
and it's not
not.
forever.
It does
and
feel longer than 2
Oh,
hours.
you're so ridiculous.
Whatever, man.
Oh. And you got to think about the time that the movie came out too. Like, come
Well,
on.
okay, old James Bond movies are good, but you have to admit they're extremely slow.
No, they're not slow. They're campy, but I don't think they're slow.
When they like sit there and show the guy like the phone is
Hey,
ringing,
you-
and they show him walk to the phone.
That doesn't make it
then he
slow.
picks up
Is
the
it
phone.
necessary? No, but that doesn't mean the movie is slow.
Right. And then that's how movies was filmed back then.
Oh, okay.
I mean, from here on,
We
about
know
to-
that's how it was filmed back then.
I'm about to make you watch a bunch of old movies. You keep talking trash.
Right. This dude is, yeah, I'm with you, Dallas. He is talking trash.
Whatevs, man.
He said old James Bond movies, and he only seen like 2.
I've seen all of them.
He hasn't even seen them. And then every time I'm like, yeah, we need to watch these movies. You should see it like,
be like-
I really
like,
are.
oh,
I definitely
no.
okay.
Oh,
I've
my
definitely
TV
seen
gonna be
all
broken
of
that
them.
day.
Now you've seen all of them.
We
but
had them
it
all on
was
VHS.
Pierce Brosnan.
What?
I said you would say, "Oh, I've seen all of them," but then you would say, "Oh, I only seen the ones with Pierce Brosnan."
I only remember really the one. No, that's not even true. I remember all the other ones. And the boring
Yeah.
Timothy Dalton ones. Yes, I remember.
Dallas, you're gonna have to fact check him on that.
Oh, I will.
I definitely seen the Sean Connery ones.
Mm-hmm.
With the little string, and they tried to poison. They did poison the lady with the string, and they put the poison down it while she was
Yeah,
shooting.
because he rolled over because it was supposed to be for him.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
He rolled over and faced the other direction, so she got poisoned instead.
He was awake.
I legit would not put that past him.
Wow.
All right.
Oh my goodness, she's dead.
Okay. Well, that was our thoughts on Batman 1989, which what do we always call it? It's the only movie called Batman.
Because that is what a lot of people has been calling it. Yes, the official title is simply Batman.
Yes.
Batman. Yeah.
That's our
That's what I was
thoughts.
saying yesterday. I'm like, I say Batman. I just never added 89 to it.
I think it's because the Batman is coming out.
No.
No,
So
we've
then
always
we-
called it Batman
No.
89.
When did the Batman start getting thrown into it? Because I know it was an animated series called The Batman 2.
I'm not sure when did they start putting
Because the
love?
new movie is called The Batman. That's what it's called.
No, that's not the
The
question.
animated
like,
series
be-
came out
before
like
that, though.
decades
Before that.
Yeah, that animated
What,
series
like,
called
oh,
The Batman. It came out like a while
I remember
before.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah, I
not
remember
sure when they started adding that. It had to happen in the comic book first, but I'm not sure when. I don't read comics, so.
Well,
But yeah, if you haven't seen it, I don't know where you've been for the past 30 years. Weirdo. Let's go watch Batman and let us know what you thought about it. Is Jack Nicholson the best Joker? No, Mark Hamill is. But make sure you let us know in the comments below. Did you agree with us? Did you disagree? Derek has some information about Batman he wanted to share with us.
Yes. So, this is interesting facts about Batman.
Batman facts.
so-
Oh, sorry. Figure we didn't. We
I
need
love
an
that.
We didn't
introduction.
discuss
we did
that.
the intro. All right. So, fact number one: there is a course at the University of Victoria that's in Canada called Batmanology, and it's a course that studies the human body. Can it take the punishment that Batman takes in his fights, and also his mental capability?
You know, I originally said no, but there's some people that's done some extreme things.
But how long do you think he could last? Now,
Oh yeah.
if he doesn't get beat up, maybe? You know what I mean? Like, but I'm thinking like, you know how
Right.
in the cartoon, how the first two acts, he's always getting it handed to him?
Yeah.
Yeah,
If he takes a beating like that every night, he doesn't last like a month.
Yeah, no. Yeah, his
Yeah.
body's gonna break down pretty quickly. Like a basketball
yeah,
player.
and it's not
right?
like he goes
Yeah.
to the hospital or has like a trained doctor on staff.
He has Alfred. That's all he needs. Alfred can do it all.
Hey, no, in Nightfall, the novel that I read, he
Like-
did have a doctor that he went to.
That wasn't his personal doctor, though. Didn't they just convince her to help him?
I think so. Then didn't she find out
Wasn't
he
it-
was Batman,
wasn't
and
he-
then didn't she, like got reverted to like a child or something like that?
Yeah, because some people with powers or something, they needed her and her brother to do something, and then
was
she used
weird.
her powers too many times, and she ended up with the mind of a child.
Yeah,
Interesting
Got it.
book if you haven't read it.
yeah. You should check it out.
gotta
That's when
read-
Batman gets his
I gotta read
back
that
broken.
Yes.
I got to read that again. All right. Second interesting fact: Kevin Conroy is the longest running Batman. He has been Batman for 25 years. Started in 1992 as the voice of Batman in the animated series. He has been in 10 video games, 13 animated movies, and 8 TV series.
Pretty cool.
I mean,
Best Batman. Didn't we? We did a Batman
we
ranking,
ranked
didn't
them
we?
number one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we did.
We
We
did
ranked him.
number one.
We should rank Jokers because we were talking about the Jokers in this movie. We should rank Jokers at the end of this and say who's
We
the
should.
best Joker. There's only been 4,
should.
I think, right?
Are we
Yeah.
counting the
Think
other
so.
Joker?
What, Jared Leto?
No, he's dead last.
Oh, from
Oh.
1969.
Oh,
No, y'all talking about Cesar?
whatever his name, the one who painted
Yeah,
over his
well-
mustache.
Hey, he wasn't about to cut that mustache.
Right. So what did you mean by other Joker?
The movie that just came out, Joaquin Phoenix?
Oh, yeah, I haven't seen that though.
Oh,
No, I haven't seen
I've
it.
seen it.
Wait, which movie?
Joker.
Joker.
Oh, well, yeah.
Oh, is that supposed to be? Because I thought they said that was like off of, like it
It's
wasn't
not-
in line with like the regular Jokers. Like it's
It's a
supposed to be something
standalone.
different.
It's a standalone movie.
Yeah, it's by
Okay,
itself.
so do we count? Do we count that one then?
Yeah, I mean, guess he
Well, I don't
is
know.
a Joker.
But is he,
He is
Joker?
Joker.
Was he ever like criminally like after Batman at all?
No, Batman was a kid in this movie, wasn't he?
I didn't see the movie.
I think
Yeah.
so.
Bruce
Yeah, I think
Wayne.
so.
Bruce Wayne was a kid. Bruce Wayne was a kid. The Wayne family, his parents was already dead, and there's an Alfred.
Yeah, I don't know. Okay, we will decide when we're finished.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Batman fact. Interesting fact number 3. Bruce Wayne's net worth. They did the math. As of 2015 Forbes list, he is worth $9.2 billion.
What?
So,
No idea.
next to Jeff Bezos and Elon Musk, he ain't got no money.
Exactly. How come he ain't got more money
He-
than that? How
And
you
they
figure
said
this out?
based on fictional characters, he's the next up from Richie Rich.
Richie Rich.
Richie Rich. Wait, that
Yeah.
means Iron Man has more money than him.
Yeah, I think they said he does. But wait
Yeah.
a minute, I thought Scrooge McDuck though
Ah,
was
yeah.
was sitting on some stats.
I didn't look at the whole list. They just showed that he was number 6 and Richie Rich was number 7.
Look, if you
I
can't
didn't-
dive
I
in a
didn't
vault
look
full of coins,
No one can, by the way.
don't do it. You'll die. But
Yeah, you will
Wow.
yeah, his coins is fluid, which
apparently his coins.
Christian Bale's voice of Batman is the most popular voice and reenacted voice of Batman in all the Batmans.
Popular
because
to
it's-
who?
I believe
Stupid.
that. I believe that.
No, that's because it's stupid. Like, it's popular because it's stupid.
I'm like, do people say they actually like it or like?
no, they
'cause-
just like imitating it.
Oh, okay. Because
No,
it's
they
bad.
imitate.
Okay.
Most-
I mean,
Yeah,
with
it's-
all his money, like couldn't he just put on one of them little voice changers on his neck and one of his costumes so that way he
He
ain't
should
even
have
gotta,
just did that because he
Voice
wasn't
like
good
that.
at changing his voice.
yeah, like the Scream guy in the Scream movies.
You don't
Yeah.
even have to
He
change
would
your
always
voice.
fuck with that thing.
Well, you know, I'll get
I'm
to
not
why.
good. I'll
but
be good.
Yeah.
Because, like,
We'll
you don't
talk
have-
about it later.
Michael Keaton didn't change his
Yes,
voice.
he did.
Yes, he did.
Yes, he
Yes,
did.
yes, he
Well,
did.
he talked a little lighter as Bruce Wayne.
No, it's different.
All right, fine.
It was noticeably different. It
It's
was.
noticeably different.
Yeah, it was. It was.
Yes.
Okay, fine.
You can actually be Batman, and it will cost you $300 million.
A year?
Yes. So the suit and all the equipment he used, but they said they in the also the computer. But they said what they didn't include was the boat, the plane, the helicopter, the car, and the space
Okay.
station, aka the watchtower that the Justice League.
Okay, we didn't include the space station.
Right. I felt like now we're at like a couple billion
That,
dollars.
like, oh yeah, this computer only costs $50 if you only include the CD-ROM drive. Like, get out of here. Like, let's cut out the Justice League space station.
Yeah, so basically they didn't add any of the vehicles that he used in the
So
equipment.
everything that costs us a ton of money.
Right.
So that's just
But if you
bad
just want
math.
the suit and the weapons, then you
Well,
can
yeah,
Batman
whoever
on a
did this
budget.
math didn't do any math at all.
Yeah.
Batman
like
on a
did-
budget, man.
I'm like, did they just get lazy?
You don't have
and
a
not
car. How are
continue?
you supposed to get around? You're not grappling hook.
You walk. Take the
grappling
bus.
hooking everywhere.
Take the Gotham City
Take
bus,
the
man.
bus.
There you go.
I don't think the bus stop goes out to Wayne Manor.
Oh, he
All
might
right,
have
he's
to
gotta
get dropped
walk
off by
that
Alfred
first little bit.
at the bus stop.
Oh,
Oh yeah, just cop a ride from Alfred. Alfred can drive him everywhere.
there you go.
Let's see
Right.
tonight, sir.
The bat suit was originally red.
Red.
Oh yeah.
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 Really
That's
red?
bad.
I know they got an
Red
action
with-
figure.
So his enemies don't see him bleed.
Like Deadpool? Wow.
Batman and Robin is the worst Batman movie. We didn't need to know about that fact because we already
Yeah,
knew it.
like
Agreed.
Is that a
course.
fact? We
But-
duh.
The IMDb rating is 3.7.
oh, it could be zero.
Oh no.
Oh, that is trash.
3%.
Ranked as the worst DC movie of all time.
Oh.
Ooh. All right, hold on. Let
Is
me
it
think.
worse?
Wonder Woman 84, Batman and Robin.
Green Lantern?
Oh.
Oh, Green Lantern.
Oh,
Green Lantern is worse.
Is it?
yeah.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah. Oh, it's a close.
that's a class. I don't know. Batman and Robin might be worse than that. Batman, yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. Remember, Bane was in Batman and Robin. Do you remember that, Bane?
I remember that bad.
Oh man, that was horrible. I remember being so pumped about hearing that Bane was going to be in the movie.
Mm.
It was so disappointing. So disappointing.
Always leave a like and subscribe to the channel as well. If you're listening to us in podcast form, leave a rating and review wherever you're listening. And thank you for watching. We appreciate it. So.